Hey, I'm out here with Emmy this morning, and Emmy is a Connemara Pony, and she will be turning 1 next month. So I'm going to start working with her on some ground manners and do some groundwork here in the round pen and just kind of see what we have. So far, her disposition has been just a dream. She's been really sweet, she's confident, she's bold, she hasn't been scared of anything. She's really well mannered for a 1-year-old who hasn't had a lot of work done with her. So I'm very curious to see how she does today. So let's see how it works. I do want to tap her bum with it just a little bit so she knows. Move it on. I want her to know that she's so confident and so bold. I want her to move away from my whip. Trot, trot. Or a canter. She can kind of do whatever she wants right now. The key for me right now is just moving her around the arena in the direction that I want. So since it's new, I'm going to be doing a lot of reversing in here. So she gets the idea that I'm the one controlling things. And reverse. And I really have to get in front of her. But as time goes by, I'll make my gestures more subtle with her. And I have to say right now, for a little filly who's never done this type of work before, she is quite relaxed. And like I said, she's a very confident filly. She's not scared of me and my whip at all. She's being quite respectful and trying to figure out what I want. And she's not fighting me for dominance or for control. I have to say this is actually quite amazing. Move it on. Good girl. Reverse. Reverse. Good girl. I want to try to stay in the center as much as possible. I like to think of this as ground zero. Good girl. Reverse. And my goal for today is just to move her around the arena and to get to a point where I don't have to get so far in front of her to reverse her. Good. And I have to say she's responding already. I have to say I'm quite amazed. Good girl. Reverse. Reverse. Nope. So this is great to do with youngsters to give them the idea of who's the one that gets to make the decisions. I want her to respect me, and I want her to enjoy working with me at the same time. So if I can get her respect and her attention, I can, also do things that are sweet and loving to her too. Good girl. So this is the one thing that I do notice about Emmy, since she's so relaxed, that when she decides to kind of do her own thing, like stop and graze and turn her back to me and not really watch me for what to do next, she just thinks it's okay to do her own thing. And that's probably going to be my biggest thing to tackle with her when it comes to training, is that she needs to pay attention to me. Good girl. Now I'm going to see if I can get her to stop and come to me. Whoa. Good girl. Wow. Okay, I have to say that was just amazing. I've got horses that are well-trained, much older, much more knowledgeable, and I don't get that kind of response. So I'm going to see, she can have two choices. She can follow me, or she can go back and work. Good girl. So let's kind of give her one more time here. Whoa. Whoa. Good girl. Emmy. Give her some time just to think about stuff. Come on, come on. Good girl, good girl. I need to look for 2 eyes on me. Oh, good girl, Jules. Oh, wow, Emmy, you are just becoming amazing. Give her some pets and scratches. That can kind of indicate to them that they're making good choices. So I want her to realize that hanging out with me in the middle and getting attention is way more enjoyable than having to run. So if at some point she decides to kind of turn around and go do her own thing, then, you know, unfortunately, I've got to make her move around the arena. Yes, you're such a good girl. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna see if I can get her to kind of walk with me. Now, walking in a straight line for these guys when they first learn this is quite difficult. It's almost like their hooves are glued to the ground. So I like to do a lot of circles that kind of forces them to pivot on their feet like this. If she wants to keep with me, she's gonna have to turn her body to keep looking at me. And I don't want her scared of my whip, so I want her used to me carrying it with her. So at times like this, I just tuck it under my arm and I keep it with me at all times, because you just never know when they're gonna lose that contact with you and break and turn and go do their own thing, or anything else that you need to show. Like right now, she's got her head down, she's not with me, so there's the consequence. Come on. So she needs to know she just broke her attention from me. She decided to sniff the ground, not look at me when I asked her to come back to me. So there, she's back to work. Chish, chish. I think she's quite surprised I'm making her work. Good girl. And woo, woo. And I'm going to use that word whoa a lot with her, because I want her to start to learn the words whoa, walk, trot, and canter. Good girl. All right, come with me. I'll give her just a minute here. Good. All right, so here we got again the decisions that were made. And I like to think of work time is exactly that. I need her attention. I want her working. It's not time for her to have free time, or play time, or snack time. Now, asking her to walk to me this far away is probably asking her a lot at this point. But look at that. Wow. I have to say, this Connemara pony has not disappointed. Trot, 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 trot. Good girl, trot, trot. I'll even start using the words with her, like trot, trot, just so she knows. Walk. Now this is really asking a lot to just see if I can get her just to walk and not trot. Walk, walk, walk. Good girl. Walk, walk, walk. Good girl. Holy schmoly. Good girl. Walk. So I want to make sure I don't put too much pressure on her on the back end, because I want her walking, not trotting. Girl. Walk on. Walk on. Good girl. Walk. Good girl. So this is kind of the exercise forcing her to walk, not stand, not trot, and not reverse, where she starts to realize that I'm the one controlling her feet. Good girl. Walk. Yes, walk. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. Whoa. Whoa. Good girl. Yeah, now since she's dawdling a little bit, we'll come around here. And if I get to the back end without her looking at me, there's the consequence. Good girl. Let's see if she has a change of, good girl. Yes, good girl. Good girl, yeah. Ah, Emmy, 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 you are a doll. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So I'm gonna take a minute because I think she's been amazing. So I am just gonna scratch on her and love on her and show her my gratitude for being such a good listener. She's really trying hard to communicate. She's not trying to fight me for dominance or for control. I feel like she's really with me. And she's a giver, I have to say. That's the other thing I've noticed about her. When I give her scratches, she is right there giving scratches back. So I think she was very well socialized when she was young, before she came here. She, from what I understand, spent a lot of time out in the pasture with the other brood mares and the other babies. And then when she was weaned, it wasn't much of an issue for her. And she went out into a pasture with other weanlings. And she's just a very, just a very sweet and thoughtful little thing, I have to say. I don't know, I'm just tickled pink here. I think she's just being amazing. Yeah. All right. See if I can walk her to the middle, and then I'll just kind of spend some time grooming her. Let her figure out that being in the center and hanging out with me is better than running around the ring and working. Yeah. So I'm going to just finish up and groom her here. I'm not going to do too much more with her. I think this was a great introduction to her out here. So we'll do this a few more times with her as the days go on and see if the next time she comes out, after having some time to think about it, if she has a different perspective about being out here. But I have a feeling this Connemara pony is going to be awesome. See you later.